good evening. Leading our bulletin tonight, development needs of the country have been identified by the government, which the Asian Development Bank is looking to assist in. A team from the Asian Development Bank is currently on the island meeting stakeholders from government and the private sector. Productive discussions have been held across a whole range of development issues relating to infrastructure, education, health and social welfare, as well as central government issues around financial and project management. The visit by the three-member team follows the Asian Development Bank's Board of Governors approval of Niue as the bank's latest member.
Niue is quite different from some of our other Pacific member countries. We've been working in the Pacific for just over 50 years now, and I'm very glad to have a new country to work with. But it's really important to understand the context of the country's development and the specific issues it faces, because every country needs a very much tailored approach to us supporting their development. We can't just do the same things in all the countries. It needs to be what Niue needs and how we're best placed to help them with that.
The ADB team has met with the Premier and government officials earlier this week.
Clearly, central government issues around financial management, strengthening accounting skills, project management skills, all of that's really important. But so is improving the environment for the private sector, because with tourism there, you need the private sector to be there and helping tourism grow and providing things for tourists to do once they're here. So creating stronger laws, helping private sector access finance, for example, are all quite critical.
The financial institution assists its members and partners by providing loans, technical assistance, grants and equity investments to promote social and economic development.
That we're a development bank and the development comes before the bank. And we do a lot more than just lending money to countries. So what we're focused on while we're here this week is talking about technical assistance, which is grant financed. It's support for small-scale project activities, typically less than $1 million, which is quite substantial in Niue. What we might as a bank call small-scale isn't necessarily small-scale for Niue. So I think there's quite a lot of things we can do there. The ADB does have a process for determining what kinds of funds countries can access. And over time, as Niue feels more comfortable in working with us, we'll start to walk through that process.
Niue is ADB's 68th overall member and 49th from the Asia and Pacific region. An application from two original landowners of the Leo Lau school grounds was heard before Judge Sarah Reeves in the Niue High Court last week. The application was for an injunction on the government's European Union-funded project at Leo Lau on the grounds that there has been no consultation with the village community of Avasele. The applicants asked the court to ensure that the government respect the court ruling of July 2011 that any undertaking planned for the Leo Lau grounds must be for the benefit of the community. The applicants also asked the court to ensure that the governing and decision-making body of the project include members of the Avasele village, including representatives of the original landowners of Leo Lau. The court ruled that the government call a meeting at Avasele and to consult the village on this project and to include the original landowners and the village representatives on the decision-making board of the project. The court has given the government until the next hearing of the High Court in November, where the matter will be heard. Awareness and screening for tuberculosis begins next week, as this Sunday marks World Tuberculosis Day. People are being urged by the Health Department to get themselves tested.
Okay, from Sunday, when we commemorate World TB Day, which is on the 24th of March, we are now planning to roll out our TB awareness campaign again, starting from next week. So we are opening it to the general public, whatever group or whoever's interested to also be included in the screening program to come forward or let us know. And we can also schedule a time and a place where we can go out to the community and carry out the screening. So I guess the aim now is to give the opportunity to those who have not yet been screened to come forward and get their screening done. Because in April of this year, next month, we are also expecting one of the doctors from the World Health Organization who came and did the training last year for the staff and who had also supported our campaign to return with the medications, of which we will be rolling out the treatment program for those who have been tested positive for Mantoux tuberculin skin test. So thus far we have screened a total of 622 people, and 70 of them have tested positive for Mantoux, and we are intending to roll out the treatment program in April to ensure that when they do get sick and their immunity is compromised, they don't develop TB over time.
The Education Department is calling for public donations to help finish the new childcare centre, commonly known as the creche. According to the department, they are looking for donations of furniture such as chairs, tables, and even books and toys. All donations can be dropped off at the Education Department at Paliasi. At the moment, there are 24 children registered to attend the creche, aged from 1 year old to 3 years and 11 months old. There are no fees charged, but monetary donations from parents and members of the community are welcome. Parents are asked to complete the registration forms at the Education Department. The National Creche is expected to open on the 5th of April. Close to 100 athletes will be representing Niue in the upcoming South Pacific Games to be held in Apia, Samoa. Secretary for Niue PGA, Hagen Siosikefu, has confirmed that teams have been selected and all sporting codes registered to compete. Currently, the Niue team stands at around 100 travelling members from Niue, Auckland, Sydney and Brisbane. The codes going are athletics, all New Zealand based, boxing, all overseas based, golf, all 8 players, which includes 4 men and 4 ladies, all are local, lawn bowls, all local, netball is yet to be confirmed, rugby league 9's ladies Australia base, shooting, touch, va'a and weightlifting. The team has been given till mid-May to bring in all passports and ID photos for all their players and officials. Hagen Siosikefu says there are a few challenges for the teams trying to sort out their respective selections and teams. The main obstacle for a few have been paying off outstanding fees and penalties fines for not showing up at previous games. The South Pacific Games will be held in Apia, Samoa on July 7th to the 20th this year. Over 15 applications for the Masters in Business Administration enrollment have been received by Niue's USB campus. This has been confirmed by the campus director, Sione Lolesio, who says 11 applications have been completed so far. The director has urged for those applying to lodge as soon as possible before Wednesday next week, when the forms will be taken to Fiji. Classes for the MBA program will begin in Niue from the 13th of May this year. The MBA program consists of 12 courses, and classes will be delivered face-to-face at the Niue USB campus. Enrollment for the MBA program will close on the 30th of March. And finally, for the past 2 weeks, the commercial centre has come alive every Thursday night as shops have been opening till 8 p.m. for late night shopping. According to the organizer, Julie Talangi Funaki, this was planned to bring some life to the centre and to give shoppers an opportunity to shop at a leisure and enjoy the lively atmosphere at the centre with the music of Sunny Hekesi playing all evening to entertain the shoppers. Julie said that this would not be possible without the support and financial support of the landlord, the Niue Development Bank, who is paying for all the lighting, the promotional work and the music. Late Thursday night shopping has now been extended to include the shops located nearby, including G's Minimart and the stores located behind the commercial centre. And that's BCN News for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Good night.